Before ever taking a pregnancy test, I always imagined it to be a really fun process where you get super excited and it's all very eventful, but really it's just a lot of waiting. So for me, being a new tester at the time, it was already stressful. So I can't imagine how it must be if you've been wanting to get pregnant for a long time and you keep testing. Very, very, very stressful thing to feel. Is that a second line? Like really faint. I don't know. Maybe it's because it's just too early. Because it did say that you shouldn't test until your period is overdue. So. I don't know. There's like a super faint second line. Like very faint. I don't think that's anything. Well, you can't even tell on here. But there's like a very faint, you can't tell on the camera, but I feel like in real life you can sort of see it. I don't know. I guess I'll just have to wait and see if I get my period, and if I don't, then test it again. I don't know if that's a line, guys. I feel like it's kind of there. But if I didn't want to see it, it wouldn't be there. Does that make sense? I don't know. I guess I'll see you in the next 3 days. Took a pregnancy test for the second time. I took one a couple of days ago. And it didn't really show much because I wasn't even overdue or anything of that sort. Just being very impatient. Oh god, sorry. My period is due tomorrow. So I took a pregnancy test. My period is due tomorrow, but I'm impatient. I already took one a couple of days ago, but I just took one again. Oh my gosh, guys, as you can probably tell, it was positive. And the reason I decided to do a voiceover during this part of my video is because I wanted to talk about something regarding my emotions and emotions people could possibly feel generally in a situation like this. So after the first couple of seconds that I haven't sped up, where I look at the test and my instant reaction is pure joy, I didn't really know what to do with myself. Those first couple of seconds were amazing. It was very unexpected because I didn't even think that the test would already show a result. Seeing that I took a test a couple of days prior to this and there was nothing on that, I thought this test was going to take a lot longer to show anything and might not show anything at all. And then when I looked over and saw that it was already positive, I felt really amazing. My heart stopped for a second and then I didn't know what to do. I sat there on the floor, not sure if I should cry or be excited. I've seen so many reaction videos where people are overjoyed, crying, sobbing, jumping around, all sorts of really, really strong emotions that I was not feeling. I just sort of was forcing a reaction or expecting myself to cry, and it just wasn't happening. And I sort of sat there trying to come to terms with it. And I think that's how a lot of people might feel sometimes. And then you feel bad about how you're not sobbing or jumping around. But I think for some of us, it's not that you're not excited, it's just that it's a big moment. And sometimes big moments don't feel like they're as big as they should, if that makes any sense. So that's how I felt when I found out that I was pregnant. This is the first pregnancy test I took a few days ago. And there's a faintest line, but not really. And my period is not even due till tomorrow. But I was very impatient and I had a horrible week, and I was just like, no, I don't want to wait. I'll buy more tests. I spent majority of that day trying to figure out how I was feeling. And frankly, that's how I felt my whole pregnancy. Just trying to organize my emotions in my head. And if some of you feel that way too, it doesn't mean you're emotionally crippled or any less excited about your baby, or that you love them less than someone who might have really cried and been super, super excited. It just means sometimes you don't feel the way you thought you might. And that's all right. That's a part of being human. Don't stress about it too much and don't feel guilty because of how you feel. Okay. I don't know how to feel. I've been happy, obviously. Obviously happy, but I had a really stressful week, and I just came home from work and I was walking home and I wanted to cry. My husband was on the phone while I was walking back, and I told him I was going to go home and cry because of just how horrible the week had been. And then we talked about something else and I sort of didn't feel super emotional anymore. And then I came home and I just really wanted to test. I ate a croissant and I wanted to test just because I didn't know what else to do. I was frustrated and I just wanted to do something. So like, I'll take the pregnancy test even though I'm not due till tomorrow. And then this, it's just so very surreal that there's a plus. I don't know if I want to cry, if I just don't want to do anything at all, because of course it hasn't sunk in. Also, it's so early. I think I have to go buy more tests. I have to get one of those where you see how long you've been pregnant. I want to talk to someone. My husband doesn't get home till much later, so let's go buy more tests. Maybe call a friend. Can you talk to your best friend before you talk to your husband? I don't want to tell my husband on the phone. Thank you, God. I can't wait. I hope it lasts, of course. You never know, it's so early now. I can't wait to tell my parents. My mom bought a pair of shoes for a baby a couple of weeks ago, before I was pregnant. She's like, they're too cute, I can't wait. That's a very clear plus right there. Oh my God. I haven't felt pregnant. I haven't felt nauseous or anything of that sort. Not more than usual. I've been kind of hungry, but then also not. I don't know. Okay.
Yo, microphone check, make it a microphone check. Give it a microphone, I make it a microphone dead. Don't step to me, newbie, I could truly be moody. I could've played the fucking Grinch in the movies. I've been a part-time shadow cat, part-time. That is not a guy that I would ever wanna try to battle rap. Snap, crackle, pop, mind fried to a crisp. Make an MC into a wide-eyed lunatic.
So after really not knowing what to do with myself and just being overwhelmed with emotion, I decided music was gonna be the only thing that would help. And I listened to a whole bunch of music, jumped around, tried to really embrace what was going on, the fact that this was now my reality and the journey that lay ahead. We are now at the end of this journey, and I'm in my last month counting down the days for the little one to be born. Very excited, very grateful. I hope everyone is happy and safe. Take care and see you soon.